Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of I'm Overwhelmed. Now what? I'm your host, Kendall Kennedy. This is season 1, episode 10. We have finally made it to double digits. I'm proud of myself. It may seem like I've been MIA a bit, and I have, but school started for me. I'm back in my doctorate program. My 11-year-old's back in school. Well, last week we had a false start. I thought school started last week. It actually starts today. So we did a whole practice run to the point we got to the parking lot and nobody was there and the door was locked. And then I decided to look back on the app and saw it was the following Monday. So we did a practice run. Practice run went well. I can report that I even took the first day of school pictures, everything outside. So I'm not going to do that again this morning. I'm going to save myself the time because we've been there and done that. But life has been lifing as usual on my end. However, I am here now, and that's all that matters, right? I'm showing up to encourage you to keep showing up, to encourage you to keep putting yourself first and prioritizing self-care, awareness, and doing things that help make you and your life a little bit better, one step and one day at a time. This episode is what I'm calling a one take, unedited. That's what this is. It's literally going to be one take. So if I stumble over something, you don't hear it. I do not have the capacity or ability to do, well, I have the ability, but I don't have time to do the editing and everything. So this is a one take wonder. I hope you all are ready. We're going to get right to it. We're going to run through this episode. Thank you to those who have been listening since episode 1, to those that inbox me, message, or text me. I appreciate you. The feedback has been super helpful. I love you all for allowing me to spend time with you, your scarce, sacred time. I know how busy everybody is, and you just don't know what it means to me that you allow me to be with you in your car while you're driving, or while you're doing errands in the store, or while you're doing chores at home, or while you're just trying to exist. I appreciate it. Even if you just pick up an episode when times are rough or when you need it, that's what it's here for. So thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I need this. And I've needed something in a space like this. So thank you for allowing me to be there for you. All right, let's get to it. So, in honor of episode 10, this is going to be 10 prompts that'll help you thrive and not just survive. This episode is sponsored by me. I got to this because I realized in this season of my life, I need more quick fixes. I don't want to, well, not so much quick fix. I need immediate access to solutions, pathways to do better, make it better, and help me fix the gaps and help me fix where I'm just overstretched. And so I went to my good friend, artificial intelligence, and asked AI a few things. I've been getting better with my prompt writing over the last year or two. And so AI helped me create a list of prompts and things to better help me thrive in this season of busyness where so much is on my plate. So many people are looking to me for support, help, solutions, including my family, extended family, friends. And I'm still innately a let me help you because helping other people makes me feel good. I'm good at boundaries, always enforcing them, still a work in progress. So I went to the internet for help and I loved what it gave me back. The result I got, the output was good. And I thought, hey, this should be an episode. So it's an episode. here we are. I am going to put this on my Facebook page, website. I can do the Facebook page today, website. It'll get there. I'll have links to it when I post a description and all that good stuff. But it's 10 prompts that'll help a busy, overwhelmed person thrive and not just survive. Because we gotta remember us in all of it. We have to remember us. I just realized that I didn't give that normal introduction I give about what this is and why I do this. Okay, so let's back up. Hey, hi. This podcast was created for women who do everything for everyone else and tend to forget to prioritize themselves. We are here to combat burnout. We are here because we on our last leg and we ain't sure how we gonna make it to the next day or the next hour sometimes. This is for you. This is your pause. This is your peace. This is your moment. And I hope I'm here to inspire, empower, and inform you in a way that'll make you choose you and take steps to choosing you every day so that you can be the best version of yourself and learn that you need to keep your own cup full for you and support into others from your overflow. They can't have what's in that cup. You need all your cup for you. So we're getting better together. We're refilling and keeping our cups filled. And if there ain't no overflow, that means we are not available. You turn the on sign off. You flip that sign to close. It's about you. It has to be about you because if you ain't good, you can't be good to anyone else. And if you've heard me say my opening line before, you know that that is so not what it usually says. I don't have the screen up for me to read the right one, but that's gonna do because it's about the same thing. So if you feel like you need the real thing, go back to the first 9 episodes prior. It's there. All right. 10 prompts to help you thrive and not just survive. Here we go. The good thing about these, I know this is like the third time I said I was about to read them, but let me tell you this. So the good thing about these is I feel like a lot of these will resonate with normal listeners of the podcast because these are things we've talked about before. So I really felt good that all my book reading, article reading, seeking answers when I research things before podcasts and things, I really feel good that many of these are topics or things that I've offered to you before in some way, shape, form, or fashion or are similar. So this is good. Again, get the printout off the Facebook page. I'll make sure I put a link to it on my nonprofit website, wecancu.org, wecancu.org. All right, for real. Number 1 is morning clarity reset. So for each one of these, there's a purpose, a prompt, an intended outcome, and then it also includes some execution tips. So I tried to do it in a way to help you help yourself so nobody would get hung up and then you have an excuse for not doing it. I am all about eliminating excuses and making sure everything I give you is practical, action-oriented so you can immediately implement and try it and get better ASAP. We removing excuses. This should be super easy. All right. Morning clarity reset is the first thing that you can do to help you thrive and not just survive. The purpose of this is to center your mind around boundaries, clarity, and self-worth before your day begins. So the prompt that it gave was each morning, ask yourself, what is the one thing I can do today to protect my peace while still caring for others? The intended outcome for this is that you will start to set up your day or plan and prioritize your day, which we should be doing. We just can't be out here living for the cause. We're not just going to be doing stuff. Let's be intentional about our day Get a routine, create a schedule, and let's execute that. So be intentional, less reactive, and better able to balance priorities. So that morning reset, get that clarity you need, and hopefully it'll help you to have a better day. So here's I'm gonna read one of the execution tips, and hopefully it'll force you to go get the rest of this and read the other things that's there. Use a journal or note, voice, memo app, and reflect for 3 minutes a day before engaging with others. That means before you touch that phone to go look at social media, check your emails or your work emails or your calendar for what to get clear on your priorities before you go down any rabbit hole or stress yourself out or your anxiety kicks in. Let's get clear and intentional about maybe what are the 3 things you need. I like to keep it at 3. What are the 3 things you have to get done today? In what order? What makes the most sense? We know we all have a list. Let's just get clear before we get started. That's number 1. Number 2 is a 3-minute gratitude dump. The purpose of this is to shift perspective from overwhelmed to appreciation. And if you listen to the episode on gratitude, I think that was 8. Was that 8? It may be episode 8. Go look and then go look and see. Listen to the gratitude episode. So list 3 things you're grateful for in this moment, big or small, and why they matter. You can do this any time of day. Oh, that was the prompt. That was the prompt. I told you the purpose. So what you are to do is to list 3 things. In the gratitude episode, we talked about doing a gratitude journal. Or if you don't want to go spend the $1.25 at the Dollar Plus tree that I swear they getting on my nerves. If you want to be Five Below, just say so. Because the way the prices is going up in the $1.25 plus tree store is, oh, my nerves. I can't even go in there on the phone no more. You don't know what nothing costs. I got to focus now. I got to call y'all back. I can't even be on the phone because I need to pay attention and making sure I know how much the stuff is I'm picking up now. I used to ball out in the dollar store. I can't even do that no more. I got to be responsible now. They taking away all my little joys I had. I tell my husband, we go there before we go to the movie theater. I'm like, you get whatever you want. Go ahead. It's on me. I got you. I could flex like that in the Dollar Tree. Now I'm like, look, you got $5. Pay attention to them prices and don't be coming over here over your 5, because then the rest is on you, sir. Lord. Okay, stay focused. Can you tell I ain't took my ADHD medication yet? Okay, we back. So, 3-minute gratitude dump any time of day. I encourage you to go buy the journal. They got cute ones at Ross and TJ Maxx or any of the whatever you have by you. They have them. They have them at Walmart. Or if that's going to be a barrier to you doing this, use the Note app in your phone because you got one and it's free. Maybe you need to do a voice memo. That's also an app in your phone that you have. You can even use your camera if you want to look at yourself and make a video. No excuses. 3 things every day that you are grateful for in the moment that you do it. Life, health, and strength, the activities of your limbs, being in your right mind. For all the lessons and blessings, for the small things. Some days I'm just grateful I had the money to put gas in my car, or that I didn't have to look at my account before I swiped my card, or that I found the $10 in my purse and I ain't picked up that purse in a while. There's always something to be grateful for, even if it feels like it's not And I promise you that there is, no matter what you're going through or the position you're in, there is always somebody who would love to be in your shoes and would gladly switch places with you. So we're going to be grateful for what we have, where we are, where we're going, and know that what's to come is better than what's been. Do those 3 things. 3 minutes, 3 things. It don't even have to be 3 minutes. But make sure you do the why. That's where it really starts to hit you. So not just list 3 things. Say why. Say why. You deserve those moments. And when you look back and reflect on them, maybe look back every week. Hold it and keep it somewhere that you can easily access it, especially in the times when you're overwhelmed and everything is going wrong. Know that you have that gratitude journal, those gratitude voice notes, the gratitude recordings, however you chose to do it. Know that it's there and you can always go back to it and reflect on it and remind yourself that despite it all, there are still things to be grateful for. Number 3, boundary rehearsals. I love this. You know, I'm as dramatic as they can be at times. I think I would do well as an actor. I really do. So the purpose of this prompt is to prepare emotionally and mentally for enforcing personal boundaries. Sometimes we got to prepare because if you get ready, then you stay ready. So then you can easily pull it out your pocket like muscle memory. Like I said, no, we ain't gonna do that, but you get where I'm going, right? Okay. We got to be able to pull it out our pocket. We need it. And for those people who are yes people or recovering yesers, that is a word, YES-ERS. Some of us are yesers and we're recovering from those things, or we trying to, but you just too good. This world don't deserve you because you just too good to everybody. We gonna practice, okay? Okay. Here's the prompt. What is one boundary I need to reinforce this week to protect my time and or energy? One boundary. The intended outcome of this is your rehearsal will empower you to say no, avoid burnout, and reduce resentment. So here's what I want you to do for this, and we're going to execute it. Use that note app in your phone. Have a page for weekly boundary rehearsal. And even if we have to repeat the same one from last week, or maybe enforcing the boundary from 3 weeks ago didn't do as well, let's pull it back up and we can review it. We can go back and revisit it as needed. But you just gonna make a list, 1 week at a time, one new boundary at a time, because we know it takes practice. And we got to spend a block on boundaries, and that's okay. Write your boundary, script your response, and practice it out loud. If you got to phone a friend and if you got to pick up the phone a friend, like you need that 2-person dialogue, run lines together. Do you. But write it down, practice your response, so it becomes like natural. No, absolutely not. I am not available. That it is beyond me. All of those work. Just try not to use my face when you say it, because my face tells you everything. So sometimes that rehearsal needs to be in the mirror. If your face tells everything before you open your mouth, practice it in the mirror so that we're all in alignment. Face, mouth, and words. Make sense? Okay. Look at this. We gonna be great. We gonna be clear in the morning, grateful every day, and we reinforcing boundaries. It's up from here. It is. It truly is. All right, number 4. Let me time check myself. I'm talking too much. Okay, we gonna push through. Number 4, future self check-in. The purpose of this is to tap into your inner wisdom and realign with your long-term self. We know that as people, we are constantly evolving. The you were pre-COVID is totally different than the person you are now. The person you were a decade ago is not the exact same person. You've had experiences, you've had successes and failures, you've learned lessons, you've seen things, and you've been put in positions to where you've had to grow and you've had to make decisions that have impacted your life. So you are not the same person you used to be. And that's okay. This purpose of this prompt is to tap into your inner wisdom and realign. So the prompt says, what does the happiest, healthiest version of me want to say to me right now? The intended outcome of this is to promote clarity, motivation, and for you to take purpose-driven action. Lord, where was I reading? I done lost. Like, okay, wait, what did it say? I said that. Yep, I read that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, execution tip. We ain't gonna write everything or note everything. Let's do this one as a voice memo or write a letter to yourself. I'm a letter writer and I love going back and seeing things. I make sure I date it and I give some context to, what's happening. But I love writing letters. If you do that, do it. I encourage you to try to write a letter. But this can be a mirror conversation. Okay? This can be a mirror conversation. And just talk to yourself. Do the Michael Jackson woman, man in the mirror. What does the happiest, healthiest version of me want to say to me right now? Ask yourself that. You might just have to look at yourself for a minute before anything comes to you. Silence is okay. Not having anything in the moment is okay. It might come to you later and you may have to come back to the mirror next day, hour later, but do a check-in with yourself for your future self and your current self. You might need to read your current self. Like, girl, what? This ain't, Now you know we gonna have to do better. Sometimes you need to be honest with yourself, right? Because we know the full transparency. You may give your friends and family a guarded version and leave out a few details because sometimes we don't even be wanting to admit fully what we did to others. So sometimes only you and the Lord know the full truth and the ancestors. These reality self-check-ins is when you have the time to tell yourself the full truth because you know the full truth. Unless you're one of them delusional people that like to omit some things even to yourself and you start telling yourself a story that feels better. Let's stop doing that. By the way, we ain't helping ourselves at all. We can't heal and get better if we gonna omit, or forget the role that we played in our own demise. Let's be realistic. We have got to come out of the Luluville. We can't get better when we can't admit to what we did or didn't do, or our lack of participation or acceptance in something. Let's get better together and be real with ourselves. That's number 4. Moving on, halfway done. Number 5 is a 5 senses reset. We talked about this in a grounding episode or how to reground yourself. I know we've done something similar to this. This is also great for people that have anxiety or panic attacks in the moment, to help them kind of reground themselves and reconnect. This is great for, I urge anybody, go outside, put your feet in the grass, stand in the grass, put your hands in the grass. Let the earth, the vibrations, let it calm you and bring you some peace. But if you can't do that, this is good too. Or if it's too dang cold, this is good too. Ground yourself when emotions run high or you feel disconnected. I think many of us feel disconnected for many reasons, a multitude of times. So let's let this five senses reset help get us back, get things back in order. All right, the prompt is right now, what can I see, hear, feel, smell, and taste that brings me back to the present moment? So this is when everything's going left, swirling, happening. It's just, yep, we're going to ground ourselves in the right now and use all five senses that we have. Or if you have a sense that may not work or be operable at the moment, that's okay. We're going to use what we have because we know if you can't see, your hearing is better. If you can't hear, everything else is more keener and sharper. So we're going to check in with what we got while we can. Use this reset anytime during high stress. And there's even a tip. It says that you can create a sensory anchor kit with some soothing objects or scents nearby. So maybe keep a couple things in your purse. Like I keep an essential oil. I love lavender, peppermint. There's this oil that I use in my diffuser, an oil burner that I buy at the beauty supply store. And it's called the Sweet Smell of Success. I don't know what, but it just does it for me every time. But I do keep a lavender essential oil in my car. Sometimes it's lemons. I have so many, it's ridiculous. But those things help me. And sometimes I just fidget or play with the pen and twirl it in my fingers. So figure out what works for you and create a sensory kit. Maybe it's something you keep, a few things you keep in your purse. Maybe it's something in your car. If you have a desk, do what works for you so that you can be present in the moment and you can woosah, right? Because we have to be here and we got to get it done. Number 6, a tiny win tracker. This was new to me, but I love it because while we over here overwhelmed and thinking ain't nothing going right, something is. There is something. And we gonna start keeping track of those little wins and letting those little wins motivate us to keep going, take another step, try to get another small win. A tiny win tracker. We gonna celebrate and rewire our brains for success. The small things matter. Okay, so here's the prompt. What is one small thing I accomplished today that I'm proud of? This is a good end of day, but sometimes you may need to remind yourself any given point. You did something today. Did you put your shoes up and they not in the middle of the floor and they not in the way? Did you make your bed this morning? Right? Did you drink the water? These are small wins. Maybe you didn't cuss somebody out, or you didn't go off on your kids, or you politely answered something where you could have read somebody their rights. Maybe you went low, maybe you went high and you didn't go low. If you was Michelle Obama, it's a win. It's absolutely a win. Did you find something on clearance? Baby, that is a win. We are celebrating all the things. So get you a tiny win page in your notes. This is going to be another note thing because you got to look back at it. We got to be able to see it. Note app in your phone. Y'all finna have an amazing note app. You're welcome. I take credit. Absolutely do. Your note app is going to give you life. All right, so Tiny Win Tracker. That's going to be the title for that new note. And you just go add another count. You can count them if you need to count your blessings one by one. Make a list or a bullet, whatever works for you. Write down those tiny wins. Put a date by it so you know when it happened. If you have 10 in a day, that's fine. Because maybe there'll be a day where you don't feel like you had a win at all. So we need whatever all wins matter. Write it down. Do a weekly reflection so that you can see just how you're winning. The song that just popped in my head, because music be in my mind. Pastor Mike Jr. I think it's Pastor Mike Jr. has that song called Winning. If you haven't heard it, go play it. I play it every morning. It puts me in the right mindset. Conditioning your mind. You got to do that conditioning. If you don't have a morning song, I also like Joy by Pharrell with the choir. It's amazing. That's also a good morning song for me. Tiny win tracker. We winning and we gonna keep winning. Okay, number 7. We are moving on. All right. I don't know why I'm singing Maya and Silk the Shocker this early in the morning. I think it's because I saw Maya in a video. What was it? I opened the internet and Maya was in a video lip syncing a song. Who was it? Is it Joyner Lucas or somebody? I don't know. But baby, she ain't aged. She looks good. I was here for it. Loved the song. Don't even remember what it was called, but it was really cute. It was good. I think that's why I'm over here singing Maya songs at before 7 in the morning. All right. 7, permission to pause statement. Ooh. The purpose of this is to challenge hustle culture and restore your nervous system. You know, they always tell us we got to move, we got to hustle, we can challenge that and find peace and look for a moment to pause and rest. So here's the prompt. What would it look like if I gave myself permission to rest without guilt? Your intended outcome is to normalize rest, which will help boost your creativity and prevent burnout and fatigue. The execution tip here says, create a physical or digital pause pass and use it when you feel tempted or overextended. I think that's cute. So like go on Canva or create your, sometimes it's cute. Print something out, go to the library, press print. The library is an amazing place. If I've never told you that, I get so much done at the library. I just got to get out my house and I thrive outside of this house a lot of times because ain't nobody bothering me. But go make yourself a pause pass. Maybe it's digital, maybe it's something, maybe you just go put in the word pass or pause or self-care pass and you see what comes up and you screenshot that and you put it as a favorite in your phone. Or maybe you create something because you're creative and you like doing it. Whatever it is. If you need to print it out and laminate it, or if you need to print it out and stick it on some cardboard that you cut out from one of your Amazon box deliveries, and it's a physical thing, do what works for you. But make yourself a pause pass and give yourself permission to just be still and rest or nap, right? Go revisit that episode I did on rest and how critical it is. And then come back and let me know how that worked for you. Number 8, the energy inventory. You know what? Before I get started with this, I ain't got a sip of water. I have already went over the time I said. I'm about to pause this and go get me some water, make my tea too. And I need to wake the 11-year-old up. So I'm gonna press pause. If y'all not hydrating, because I haven't been, I'm about to self-correct that right now, and I hope you will too. I'll be back. Pause for the cause. When we come back, number 8, the energy inventory, but we're gonna pause and hydrate. And while you at it, check your knees and your elbows. If you ashy, you need to moisturize too, because over here, we hydrate, and we moisturize. Be right back. All right, loves, we are back. I am hydrated. The moisturizing, I did not pass the moisturizing check. I'm gonna work on that as soon as this is over. There's an ashy knee and a elbow that we gonna just moisturize anyway. The rest of this episode is powered by some water that I threw a little bit of cucumber and a pinch of lime in, and a mushroom tea, a 6 mushroom tea. It's called 6 mushroom defense tea. I buy it in Chinatown, in Chicago, like on 22nd. I love buying my tea, like loose tea leaves and stuff down there, and different ingredients. So that plus a rose hip and hibiscus tea. I put those together with just a little bit of agave. It is so good. Highly recommend. I highly recommend everybody try to source organic or loose tea ingredients. Get the little tea bags and make the tea yourself. You can thank me later when you try it. It's amazing. I love doing it. But tea bags are practical. Oh, I think I got the rose hip and hibiscus tea from an international store. I stay in the international stores and farmers markets and things, so because I don't buy or use American overprocessed sugar or salt, and most of my seasonings come from another country that doesn't have the additives and things that you get when you buy seasonings in America. You know, our salt is overprocessed, our sugar is overprocessed. Our sugars are too sweet, our salts are too salty, and it makes it addictive and makes you want more, and it's not healthy for us. So I get a lot of my things when I go out the country or from the international stores because their salt and sugars actually have minerals and or vitamins in them. Ours don't. Who'd have thought? The more you know. I hope that helps somebody and that you'll try something different that's a little healthier for you. There you go. This take two or continuance is, let me be honest, it's the next day. I never got back to finish this when I started it yesterday morning because life be lifing. So I'm here. I showed up. This time it is 5:30 a.m. and we gonna get this done. Okay. We're still doing this in one take. I ain't editing anything. I probably should. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Y'all gonna get this as it is. I don't have time. I got a paper to write. Okay, we got through the first 7. So I'll do a recap. Scroll, scroll, scroll. All right. 1 was the morning clarity reset. 2 was the 3-minute gratitude dump, which can be done in less than 3 minutes. You just need to list 3 things you're grateful for and why. Number 3 was the boundary rehearsal prompt. We're going to rehearse setting and enforcing boundaries. 4, future self check-in. 5 was the 5 senses reset to make sure we're grounded and we're not overwhelmed or having anxiety or panic attacks. The tiny win tracker, because every win matters. And this is our winning season. Amen. Permission to pause statement is number 7. And now we are going into number 8. Number 8 is the energy inventory. The purpose of this prompt is to raise awareness of where your energy goes. It's really important to understand what you're giving energy to. Are we being, I feel a lot of us don't realize that when we're angry, mad, upset, we're carrying resentment or guilt, shame, any of those things, that takes a lot of energy and it drains us. Sometimes when we do things that we don't want to do for other people, or when we give in because we're good people with positive and amazing heart postures that sometimes just say yes because it's innate in us, that yes and the activities that followed with that yes drain the hell out of us. Am I making sense? Do you get it? Okay. So this energy inventory, here's the prompt. What activities, people, or habits are energizing me and which are draining me this week? The intended outcome is that you'll manage your energy better, reduce stress, and that you'll enable yourself to be clearer on decision making. So you're going to make better decisions because between setting them boundaries and knowing where your energy lies, we going to do better together, right? Say it with me. We going to do better together. There you go. You're not alone in this. So how to do this one is you're going to draw 2 columns, get a notebook. This one requires a notebook. So at this point, y'all need your note app. You need you to get you the $1.25 plus tree store that want to be Five Below so bad. Go on and get you a journal from there. Then go get you a whole spiral notebook. So we got a notebook, a journal, and your note app. All these things. And you need some Post-its too. We ain't got to the rest of this yet, but you need Post-its that you can put your affirmations on, or a quote or a scripture, something that spoke to you. Start putting them on your mirror, put it on your dresser, put it on your wall, put it on your monitor for your computer, put it on your car mirror when you pull down the sun visor. Put positive affirmations in places that can give you a boost when you need it, remind you of who you are and whose you are. So we got all these. This is what you need. Got it? Notebook, journal, Post-its, note app. All of these can be done with these things. I should have started that at the top of this episode. That's okay. We got here. And I'm going to put it in the description in the comments so everybody know what you need to be successful. Okay. So you're drawing your 2 columns. The left side is going to be what is energizing you. And the right side is going to be what you think. What's draining you. Make a list. Make a list. Whatever it is, there's no number, there's no many or too few. Make a list of what works for you, and then make sure you put a date. And when you finish that list, draw a line so that you can do this again next week or maybe the week after. Whenever you feel you need to check your energy, you have something already there. You got a little table set up for you to be successful, all right? And then you can even reflect and see if you're noticing a shift in how you're allowing your energy to be utilized. It's accountability, transparency, and at least you're tracking and monitoring. So that is the energy inventory. Number 9. We got 2 left. Y'all still with me? Okay. Let's pause for this sip. All right. I hope I'm not the only one hydrating. I'm here for y'all, but y'all supposed to be here for me too. This is a 2-way street. So you supposed to stay hydrated while I stay hydrated. We gonna hydrate together. Number 9 is an intentional yes audit. So we've practiced boundaries. We worked on our hell no. Now we're gonna work on our yes. And this yes is gonna be for ourselves, because we're gonna be selfish on purpose so that we can show up for others, okay? The purpose of this yes audit is to identify overcommitments and reclaim our time. The prompt is, what have I said yes to recently that wasn't aligned with my values or capacity? The intended outcome of that one is to improve boundaries, prevent burnout, and build assertiveness. When you think about this, you can write it down, or this can be something you put in your note app. And when you reflect on it, you can see exactly what you're saying yes to and think about, could it be delegated to somebody else? Are you the person that has to do this? And if the answer is yes, you do have to do it, because sometimes it is what it is yes. How does it impact you? Do you need to reshuffle your day to accommodate? And is there anything else that can be moved, removed, or adjusted to make things easier on you? Because sometimes our yes things we have to do, we still have things in the calendar that aren't a must do. It may be a nice to do, and we can do it at another time. So do your intentional yes audit, and then if you can't move anything, look for other opportunities so that you're saying yes to you more and you're allowing yourself space, because that's important. We can't shift everything, all of our commitments, but we can look for opportunities, because there are some. And sometimes the opportunity is getting off social media, not doom scrolling, not rabbit holing. Getting off the phone while connecting with others is important, and creating community is a must. Limit those conversations so you can make time for you. It's okay to make changes that'll positively impact your day. Because sometimes I'm on the phone to the point that I didn't realize how much time had passed. I try to be active on the phone. I try to walk around, multitask, and get things done. I also have to start becoming more mindful of how much time I'm spending on the phone and what are some other things I need to get done. Now, if I can do it and run errands, if I can talk and walk, if I can talk and exercise, if I can talk and cook or fold laundry, that is perfectly fine. But if I'm just sitting and talking and I know there are other things I need to do, there's a moment where I can say, hey, I know I got 10 other things I need to do before I could lay my head down to that pillow. Maybe cut back a little bit. Not saying cut off, but just consider, where are your opportunities? So do your yes audit, and then think about some other areas in which you maybe can dial back so that you can say yes to you and self-care more. Just putting it out there. Okay. Number 10. We have made it to the end. Look at y'all. I'm proud of us. We stuck it through and we got to the last one. So the last one, we are back to being the woman or the man in the mirror. And this is called the compassion mirror prompt. The purpose of this prompt is to offer yourself the same love and compassion that you extend to others. The hopes of doing this is to reduce self-criticism, because we are so hard on ourselves. We are our worst critics. Increase emotional resilience and build self-worth. Here's the prompt. What would I say to a friend who is feeling what I'm feeling right now? The purpose for this is, we're so much harder on ourselves than we are to others. We give others grace, but we don't do the same for ourselves. And so I dare you to do this in front of the mirror and ask yourself, what would you tell a friend who is feeling what you're feeling? Do this when emotions are high, when you're frustrated, when something doesn't go as planned. Use a time when you're having an issue or a moment and think about what you tell someone else. Give yourself grace. That is also the title of one of my prior episodes. Go run that back if you need to, because you deserve grace. You deserve happiness. And you deserve to give yourself a break. It's hard enough just existing and carrying and sustaining all this placed on our shoulders and all the responsibilities that we have. We don't need to also, we drill sergeant ourselves enough, right? Let's give ourselves some grace. Do this compassion mirror prompt and let it help you be good to you. Okay, we made it to the end. The description will have everything you need. I truly hope these 10 prompts will help you to better thrive and not just survive. Because it's rough out here. It's so much going on in our country, within our homes, within our families, within our circle of influence, that we often don't prioritize ourselves. So, this is to help you prioritize you, to care better for you, and to be better to you, right? Because ain't nobody coming to save us. We gonna have to save ourselves. This is where you insert the airplane analogy, where you have to put the mask on yourself first before you help others. I hope these 10 prompts are able to serve you well. Please let me know if you use any of them and how you like them, how they worked for you, or how you altered them. And if you do something different, I'd love to know that too. I can't believe this is episode 10. Here's to 10 more, by the grace of God. I appreciate you. I do this for us, not just for you, but for me as well. If you're overwhelmed, I just want you to know you're not alone. I'm here with you, and I want you to know that you are doing a good job. Keep going. See you on the next episode.